Hello, my name is Rhonda Williamson, and today I'm going to talk to you about universal health care. Universal health care definitely has pros and cons. However, Americans don't want universal health care. And today I'm hoping to show you the reasons why universal health care is not a good fit for America. I have broken it down into three different categories: higher taxes, less doctors, fewer doctors, and longer wait times. There are pros to universal health care. Some of those being that people have better health because they have access to health care, so they take better care of themselves. The other one is economic growth and development. It stimulates the economy and it helps in some ways because people don't have to put all of their money into their health care, so they have money for other things. However, the negative sides of it are that when you pay for one, you pay for all, and that is per Thibodeau. The premiums are increased, which makes tax rates higher, and regardless of how many times you have to go to the physician, if you have to go once, but your neighbor has to go 16 times a year, you're still paying the same premiums that your neighbor is because that is how universal health care works. Everybody pays the same amount regardless of how many times they need to be seen. There will be no more private hospital stays because everybody will be sharing a hospital bed because there's such an influx of patients now. Since everybody has access to health care, they have to try to make room for all of that. So there'll be no more private hospital stays because multiple people will be in a room together to try to accommodate that influx. Administration and not physicians are the ones that make the decisions about your health care. So that means someone with no medical history is deciding whether you can be approved for medication that you may need, testing that you may need, and that is a problem when they have no medical background and they're trying to decide how to take care of you and what can get approved. Also, there's usually one payer who provides all of the supplies. So if there is a faulty IV line, then that's the IV line that everybody gets. If there's a pacemaker that's known to stop working after 2 years, too bad, that's the pacemaker that you get because they only have one supplier. So there's no need for technology. People aren't working as hard to invent newer and better things because it's a monopoly and only one person provides all the supplies. So that creates a lot of problems with healthcare, and that doesn't give you a lot of comfort knowing that what you may or may not get is a quality item. Physicians pay out because everybody is now guaranteed to go to the doctor. They limit how much physicians can make, and so therefore there aren't as many people trying to go into becoming a physician as a career. That limits the amount of doctors that there are. Sometimes there can be as few as one doctor for 1,000 patients. That means that is a lot on a physician, so they are usually overworked, sometimes working as many as 100 hours a week. They're trying to see as many patients as they can because now they're guaranteed patients. And that doesn't mean that they're going to provide the best care because they're trying to rush everyone through. They're trying to get everybody through as quickly as possible. And they may misdiagnose you because they're trying to do that so quickly. And they're not going to give you the best care because what choice do you have? This is the doctor that you're going to see. This is the one that you have to see. You have no options. So it creates less of a competition because the physicians are paid the same regardless. They don't want to go into specialties, the orthopedics, cardiothoracic surgeon, neurosurgery. They're not interested in that anymore because they're getting paid the same. So that is a major hit in how many physicians can see patients and how many specialties there are. This creates longer wait periods as well. That means that because there's such a burden on the system, because everybody now can be seen, that you have to wait longer to be seen. So even if it's something that's critical that you're in pain with, most likely you're going to be suffering for a while with that because there aren't enough physicians and everybody's trying to get through. There are emergent situations where you can be seen if they consider it life-threatening, but otherwise, if it's something a broken bone. You could suffer with that broken bone and not be able to see a physician sometimes for months. So these are examples of why universal health care is not right for America. These are the countries that currently have universal health care, and it says, where do people go when their universal health care system fails them? They come to the USA, where there's competition, there's technology, and there's better health care. I hope that I've shown you all the reasons that universal health care is not a good fit for America. Now I'm going to show you, because of my work schedule, trying to coordinate 5 people is quite challenging for me. So I've invited some special guests to be my audience members, and I'm going to show you who they are. You might recognize them from my last speech. Thank you. Have a good day.